Welcome back to another episode of Just Ask Carla. I'm Carla. I am a 25-year tax professional, and I am the CEO of an award-winning tax firm, KDA, formerly known as Carla Dennis & Associates, Inc. And this segment, I answer questions that you guys post in my YouTube comments. Any questions you guys have, business owners, anything about taxes, running a business, this episode is going to answer your questions. So remember, if you have any questions that will help you business owners get to where you need to go, any questions that help you reduce your tax bill, this is the place to drop it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this business building information. Now, let's get after it. The first question I received was, I am a 1099 contractor, and what percentage should I take out of each check to cover my taxes? That is a really good question. And I can answer that in multiple ways, but at bare bones minimum, you should set aside at least 25% of each check to cover your taxes. And why do I say that? Because you are a 1099 contractor. That means you're a business owner. And business owners are subject to self-employment tax. And that's already 15.3%. Then you got to cover your federal income tax. And if you're in a taxable state, you got to cover your state income tax. So allocating at least 25% is a great idea. But a better idea is do some tax planning so you know exactly how much to allocate. Question number 2. What happens if I don't file taxes? Oof, that's a great question. We do not want to do that. We want to be in compliance with the IRS. We want to file our taxes every year, and we want to file our taxes on time. So to answer your question, what happens if you don't file taxes? Well, it depends on if you owe IRS a ton of money. It depends on if IRS gets 1099s regarding your tax situation. You just do not even want to be in that situation. You want to make sure you file because they are going to ultimately knock on your door. A revenue officer is going to show up and they're going to leave their car and they're going to find you so that they can get you into compliance. So how about making sure you don't even get in that situation? Another question I have a W-2 and I have an LLC side hustle. I'm so glad to hear that because you have both. That's really good. How do you work these two together to reduce your taxes? This is a great question. The person has a W-2 and they have an LLC side hustle business and they want to work it together to reduce their taxes. What you want to make sure of is that you're getting all of your business tax write-offs written off through your LLC. Because remember, as a business owner, the law says you have to report all of your income and then you can take all of your expenses. It doesn't mean that your income has to equal expenses, right? Perhaps you have more expenses than you do income because you're side hustling, you're starting out. You want to be able to take those write-offs against your W-2 income. Track everything and don't limit yourself to the income you're making from your side hustle. Just make sure to track all your expenses and let it flow against your other income. Woo, you're in the right position. Another question that came through. Here's my scenario. I'm a 1099 and I run my check through my business. Where I'm working, I'm allocated $200 a day per diem. So what that really means is they're getting paid $200 a day to do some work to probably cover their expenses. How should I go about my payroll check? Here's the thing. When you are a business owner, depending on the type of business you're set up in, whether you're set up in an LLC, whether you are in an S corporation, will determine your paycheck. I want to kind of course correct your language. When you say paycheck means you're getting an actual paycheck with withholding federal and state income taxes. If you are set up as a sole proprietorship, if you're set up as an LLC, you don't want to take a paycheck. You just want to take a distribution of your money. Write yourself out a check, transfer from your business account into your personal account, but do not take quote unquote a paycheck. Yes, get paid, but not a paycheck. Languaging is very important because you want to make sure you're not automatically setting yourself up for additional taxes. Another question that has come through. My LLC and personal accounts are at different banks. I'm trying to decide where to put my savings account for taxes. Is it better to put it under my LLC or my personal account? That is such a great question. When you are an LLC, you are a flow-through entity, meaning you're going to pay taxes at the personal level as a result of your 1040. Therefore, the income taxes you pay are going to be personal income taxes. You want to make sure that you're establishing a personal tax account. Therefore, set it up where you have your personal bank account, make it easier for yourself. And kudos to you for planning to get your taxes paid correctly. I want to also make sure you're planning to reduce your tax bill. I love answering all of these questions that you guys are asking me based on the comments. Keep those comments coming. Keep those questions coming. I will answer your exact questions as you guys put them in my comments. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep answering your questions and keep you guys updated on all wealth building information. If you found yourself tagged in this video because you were following someone else, make sure you subscribe so I can answer all of your questions.